Okay, Bachu, since we have finished the sales forecast techniques that were quantitative, we are going to talk about the qualitative techniques today. Let's define the qualitative techniques first and we'll talk about them in detail. Qualitative techniques are the predictions by the experts indeed, are the predictions, sorry, about future sales which use expert judgment, about future sales that use expert opinion instead of numerical analysis. The qualitative techniques are, first of all, sales force composite. Let's talk about what is sales force composite. It's a method of sales forecasting that adds together the individual predictions. It's the method of forecast that adds together the individual predictions. Individual predictions. From all the sales department, from all the sales department, in fact, from the members of all sales department or representatives working in a business. So what we do we rely on the sales forecast from the sales representative who go into the market and try to analyze and try to give us opinion that what future sales will be. Uh, why we use this method, kids? Because the sales members, sales forecast teams are going to the market daily. They are in contact with the people who are buying their goods, and they can do exact predictions what the future sales will be with those people. uh, the sales people usually are not meeting the final consumers. They are not meeting us as the individual buyers, but they are meeting the retail businesses that purchase the stock and place the products for the sale. So if we have the contact with them, and sometimes as a sales representative we have the contact with the customers too, what we can exactly assess that what future sales will be of our product. So if we ask our sales staff that what will be future sales, they can give an opinion about that, and we can take it as a sales forecast. I've experienced it myself when I was working as a sales team member in different industries, that we ask our individual sales representative who are going to different areas of Lahore that what future sales, what tomorrow's sales will be, what this week's sale will be, what this month's sale will be, and they're giving their opinion. We are recording that, and most probably their opinions are going correct. What is the advantage of this technique, sales forecast? It's very quick because they immediately give opinion, and it's easy to administrator. But what are the disadvantages of this method? Uh, um, in the continuously changing business environment where the fluctuations and dynamics are very high, the in changing macroeconomic environment, the sales data from those representatives might not be correct. Then, and as I told you, the environment is changing, so they give their opinion, and they cannot estimate that what future changes will be in the consumer taste, demands, and all that with quite accuracy. So the reliability of this data reduces. The second method that we use is very interesting one, that is called Delphi method. What is this Delphi method? A long range of qualitative forecasting techniques that obtains forecast from a panels of experts, that obtains forecast from a panel of experts. This Delphi term has been obtained from an old and ancient word, Delphi technique, that was used in old and ancient times for the purpose of decision-making process. So what we do in Delphi technique, a facilitator, a person basically from our office, collects the opinions from the panels of experts who are sent detailed questionnaire asking for their judgment about the possible future events. These are experts. These have a very good eye on the environment of the economy and environment of the business and growth of the business. We send them a questionnaire containing the question of different sales forecast and expectations. These experts, the important things about that technique is that these experts do not meet each other, and they are anonymous to each other. They are not aware of what the other person is giving opinion, so that the opinion might not be affected by the other person. So after each round of questionnaire results collected, they are summarized and sent back to the experts on the panel. Further questionnaire is sent to see if the experts have changed their minds after reading the results of the first round of questionnaire. We develop it into two rounds. In first round, we will send the questionnaire to every person, and he'll give its opinion separately. And second rounds, show the results of first round to every individual participant, and see whether he wants to change his opinion or not. And whatever result we take from the second round that are expected, and that taken as the final opinion. Okay, what we gain in this way, extreme response from experts are often amended and moderated. Sometimes they give very high opinions about the business, sometimes they give very low opinion about the business, but when they get the results from the other participants too, they can change their opinions. Sometimes from the second round we are not okay, we can take several rounds for that. No, kids, you need to know that tests have proven that Delphi technique is more accurate then we do it in the unstructured groups, and we ask randomly from the people. Delphi techniques answers are considered more reliable as compared to the other qualitative techniques. The third technique that we have is called jury of experts. Method that uses the specialists within a business to make the forecast for the future. A method that uses specialists from within the business to make forecast for the future. And if you remember, in the Delphi technique, people were not from within the business, they were from outside the business. Okay. Uh, in the jury of experts, the senior managers are usually involved in the business because they have worked with the business for so many years. They know all the ups and downs. For example, they know whenever a business introduces a new product, what happens to it. Whenever a business fails to introduce a new product in a coming year, what happens to it. So they have all the knowledge and skill to guess and assess the future sales of the business. So what they do, they meet and develop a forecasted base of their knowledge. This method is quicker and cheaper as compared to the Delphi technique because you are not involving experts. You do not need to pay them from outside the business. Quicker and cheap as compared to Delphi technique. But if we look into this method, this is just an opinion from the people within the business that might be incorrect because they might not be aware of the external environment as much as the external people are aware of. From people within the business. So this is the detail of the qualitative techniques that we use to assess the sales forecast for the future.